This time I'm going to show how to paint bone armour on a Dark Angel Terminator. First off, I undercoated it with white. After that, it's the Shabti bone to get it to this colour. This is the next coat we're going to apply. First off, what I'm going to do is use it straight out of the pot, and all I want to do is cover this underside here at the bottom of the leg plate. We're going to end up applying 2, maybe 3 coats just to get this piece done at the bottom. Next, what we want to do is we want to paint into all these recesses to help pick out the separate plates of armour. So we're going to do a 50-50 mix of these 2 colours, and when you're finished it should be like this. The reason why we're applying the Armour medium is to make it so the paint will flow easier, because what we don't want to do is we don't want to apply the paint over the whole miniature, because if we do that it will change the whole colour, so it won't have this bone colour. All we're trying to do is make the colour darker in these little recesses, like I said, to pick out the pieces of armour plate. This is also very good for picking out all these rivets. The same mix, and as you're doing the armour plates, do the rivets at the same time. The next stage is done with Woodland flesh, and what we want to do this time is just catch the bottom of the larger plates of armour, and you want a nice thin coat, so you only want to apply a glaze. Also here and at the bottom of the shoulder plate, this piece here that covers the bottom of this. As you can see, it's a very faint coat with the first wash, so the first glaze, and then you want to build up the glazes, so as they get towards the bottom it gets thicker. We're now using the Shabti bone again. We want to catch the edges of these areas, these dark areas. Next, what we're going to do is use the Screaming Skull to catch the edges on the top. The next highlight for these is going to be a white scar, but first I'm going to start painting some of these other details so we can get an idea of how the overall miniature looks. But being this particular video is about painting the bone armour, what you'll see next will be the other colours have been added in, and then I'll show you where I'm applying some of the white. The last highlight for the armour is a white scar. Some areas it's a case of a fine line, like here on the feet, also the top of the head there, and you can see there's some on the back. The rest of them are also the back of the legs here, 1, 2, 3 places. The rest of them are just like little dots on corners to represent how light's catching on corners and edges. It's quite a jump from the last video in terms of the amount of colours that have been added. Reds and the greens will be covered in the Dark Angel video. There'll be a separate video in regards to doing the feathers, and also a separate video in regards to the sword. But hopefully that gives you an idea of how to paint the bone armour. If you like the video, remember to like, share, and click on the button on the lower right hand side to subscribe.